Russia needs de-Nazification, says Pussy Riot leader after escape.
Here's a summary of the article.
Berlin, May 12. Russia, not Ukraine, needs de-Nazification. The leader of anti-Kremlin punk band Pussy Riot, who left Russia this week by disguising herself as a food courier, said before her group kicks off a concert tour against the war. At a rehearsal for a concert on Thursday in the German capital, Maria Alyokhina said Russians needed to think carefully about the war. "I have no idea what will be the end of this reflection, but without that, the country doesn't have a right to exist, like Germany after the Second World War. It's Russia where we should have a de-Nazification, not Ukraine," she told Reuters television. Russia calls its actions in Ukraine a special operation to disarm the country and protect it from fascists. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov declined to comment on her remark that de-Nazification was needed in Russia, not Ukraine, and that Putin and his generals should go on trial. Pussy Riot was rehearsing a new song about the war, said Alyokhina. "We wrote it 2 weeks ago. It's against the war which Putin started against Ukraine. It's our statement and it will be performed as a part of the concert," she said.
This post received a score of 34,000, with an upvote ratio of 90%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
De-Nazification.
De-Putification. You're naive if you think removing Putin would solve the issue. There are hundreds of Putins ready to take his place.
Well, leaving him there certainly won't help.
Yes, but I need to overcomplicate it and throw out conjecture so I can sound smart. NGL, I've been guilty of that a time or two.
He is right though. Putin might be the face of the problems, but Russia would just make another Putin. Russia's culture needs to change. Russia needs to cool down the nationalism idea that the Baltics are theirs and that any Baltic country that doesn't want to be a part of Russia is lying, ran by Nazis, held hostage, traitors, and or more. Otherwise, the next Putin will come along and take power. Basically, Russia produces Putins. A more liberal society, both in the government's power and how the people think, would help prevent someone like Putin from getting into power. I think the environment going to shit. You're going to see heightened nationalism all over.
They have been pointing out the growing fascism in Russia for many years at very serious personal risk. Now Russia has finally succeeded in pushing them away. That nation is hell-bent on chasing out its best and the brightest and only leaving apathetic worker bees and raving cronies behind. It's Russia where we should have a de-Nazification, not Ukraine, she told Reuters television.
Greater than that nation is hell-bent on chasing out its best and the brightest and only leaving apathetic worker bees and raving cronies behind. That's actually the point. Obedient population will never rebel.
Greater than obedient population will never rebel. Or excel. A population of idiots and morons will always be dirt poor and worthless in the grand scheme of things because you will never have enough talent needed to run even a decent economy.
If all you want is to be rich and rule indefinitely, you don't need your people to excel. Just rob them, done already, and make sure that all too smart people leave country, in the process. You don't need good economy either, since only Tsar and his cronies should have luxury life. Lives of peasants don't matter.
The test was framed as an aptitude test, to figure out what your career as an adult was going to be. The main character is really smart, and super excited to take the test. His dad is not excited about the kid taking the test at all. At some point in the story, it's revealed that if you score too high on the test, society decides you are too smart.
Why doesn't the dad just, tell the kid to fail in advance?
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.